Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Jack Demler. Kentucky State Police is looking for a missing person out of Knox County. Trooper Shane Jacobs with KFP Post 10 says 42-year-old Jennifer Hensley was last seen wearing a gray shirt, gray shorts, and black shoes and driving a white 2012 Chevrolet Equinox. She is 5'7" and has black hair, as you see on the screen. Jacobs says the family reported her missing and says the family hasn't seen her since Friday, May 31st at around 1 p.m. Anybody that has any information is urged to contact Post 10 Harlan at 606-573-3131. A fire last night at a church in Claiborne County left many people shocked and heartbroken. The Springdale Baptist Church in Tazewell, Tennessee was destroyed in the fire. Crews worked fast to stop the flames from spreading to the entire building. Despite the devastation, people still gathered together for Sunday service. Fire Chief Matthew Seals says he used to go to church here and says seeing what happened to the church has not been easy.
We got some photos and stuff, and like I said, my parents just lived right behind the church here and everything, and it was just completely devastating. Just made me sick to my stomach.
Nobody was hurt in the fire, and Pastor Brandon Christian says service will continue at Big Springs Primitive Baptist Church every Sunday at 10 in the morning. Yesterday marked the start of hurricane season, and experts are expecting this to be one a little busier than usual. Each year puts out a hurricane outlook for the season. This year, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are projecting 17 to 25 named storms, well above average 14. Researchers have found that flooding from a single tropical cyclone often impacts 10 to 15 states located hundreds of miles from the coast. Heavy rain and strong winds can extend over 100 miles beyond the eye or center of the storm, and even the remains of a tropical system could cause issues in the Commonwealth. Back in 2008, Hurricane Ike prompted one of the worst power outages in Kentucky history, with 600,000 out in the state and a statewide emergency issued.
Remember that storm well, and we saw a few showers across the mountains today. Nothing tropical, nothing as intense as a hurricane or a tornado, but a little light rain still out there this evening, although in Pikeville, we're seeing mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures currently at 66 degrees. Pinpoint Doppler, though, is picking up on that rain, and it's a little bit heavy at times. We actually had a flash flood warning just off to our west over in Casey County earlier, and you can see through portions of Owsley County from just south of Cow Creek back over towards Sturgeon, north of Burning Springs, right along 421 up to Anvil, over into portions of Jackson County, eastern Laurel County, right there on the county line. You can see that storm putting down some heavy rain, maybe even a little small hail with that. Notice some of that white showing up on Pinpoint Doppler north of Burning Springs. All this has been working off to the east today as an area of low pressure currently passing through the Ohio Valley. It's going to be on out of our hair tomorrow, and better weather should be in its wake. Right now we're into the upper 60s in most spots, although Wise, Virginia, currently down to 59, and that's where most of us will end up in the morning, into the low 60s and upper 50s. And we will see a slight chance of rain for your Monday, but not many showers out there. However, better chances are lurking in that forecast. We'll talk about when here in a few minutes, Jack.
All right, Shane, thank you. The city of Beattyville was recently recognized as a new attraction on Main Street. City officials began working on revitalizing the city in 2006. The town square was recognized as the best outdoor space improvement from the Kentucky Main Street program. Main Street Director Teresa Mays says the program has helped them a lot throughout the years.
The Kentucky Main Street program is the oldest Main Street program in the nation. It provides us with resources both state and nationwide. It makes us part of a bigger picture. So we are honored that this town square was chosen as the best outdoor space.
Mays says they are continuing to revitalize the city with several new businesses and the town square to keep bringing folks to the area. Summer programming is kicking off for numerous libraries across the Commonwealth, and while it's important to promote summer reading to prevent the summer slide, psychologists say there may be more benefits to the summer reading list than we know. Psychologist Dr. Catherine L. Stone says having summer reading lists can do much more than prevent the summer slide. Dr. Stone adds the impact can be seen beyond childhood too.
Kids that get that enrichment in the summer tend to start the school year with more confidence as well as better prepared for their grade. There's even some research that indicates there can be a cumulative effect. So if you kind of get behind 3 months over and over and over, that can have a big impact on a child's education. What we know is kids that academically achieve wind up with better mental health and better employment opportunities, and even being able to read is a protective factor for incarceration later in adulthood.
Dr. Stone says if your child is struggling to read this summer, there are several incentives being offered by businesses like Barnes & Noble's, Pizza Hut, and Chuck E. Cheese, who will be offering rewards to those who complete their reading challenges. Blood donors could earn a one-day pass to an amusement park and more. People who donate blood tomorrow or Tuesday, June 4th at Kentucky Blood Center's Pikeville, Somerset, or Tri-County locations will receive a one-day general admission ticket to Cincinnati's Kings Island, good for any day this summer. Donors will also be entered into a drawing to win 2 tickets to see Taylor Swift perform live on November 3rd in Indianapolis, plus a $500 Visa gift card to help with travel. Donor centers are open both days from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Blood donors must be at least 17 years old, weigh at least 110 pounds, be in good general health, show a photo ID, and meet additional requirements. 16-year-old donors must have a signed parental permission slip, which can be found at kybloodcenter.org. Well, Railbird is back today, and it's been another day filled with new and popular artists. Carly Hogston went to the Red Mile in Lexington to hear about the fans' Day 2 experience.
People from all over came to Red Mile to hear old and new artists such as Noah Kahan. But for Caden Prigge and Braden Kettering, it was right down the road from their childhood homes.
It's super cool to see a bunch of big artists in our hometown, just 10 minutes away from where we grew up.
They came back home from college to experience artists such as Wyona Judd and Flatland Cavalry, and said everyone could find a song they enjoyed. But some people didn't expect the rain to join in on the fun.
Well, I still had fun. I was fine. We bought a pronto today, though, so.
Oh, yes, we're prepared today.
And that didn't stop them from singing along or the show from running. Railbird is back for Day 2 with headliners including Kentucky's own Chris Stapleton and some other favorites.
I'm definitely here to see Hosier. He's my favorite.
I'm most looking forward to is the Red Clay Strays. I think they're a very underrated band.
And with 32 artists performing this weekend, many people found new artists to listen to.
I hadn't heard of everybody yesterday, but now I have new people to go home and listen to.
Most say it isn't just the artists they come for, but to gather with friends and family and listen to some good old country music.
Being able to come back, connect back in our hometown, enjoy live music, honestly, it's one of the biggest joys in life personally for me.
Coming up at 11, what the latest polls show regarding Americans' reactions to former President Donald Trump's conviction. That story still ahead. Plus,
warmer weather is on the way, but with it comes a few shower chances. Details in your forecast after the break.